much alive till I saw her standing at pump number 5. Sunglasses up and her hair tied back, leaning on the door of a Cadillac. Sunlight dancing in her eyes, and there I stood completely hypnotized. She was the girl at pump number 5, turning a regular day into the best day alive. Didn't know her name, didn't hear her story, but she sure looked good in all that glory. She turned the key, she rolled on by, left me standing there wondering why. Some people pass while others arrive, like the girl at pump number 5. It's been a month, but wouldn't you know, I pulled back into that same Texaco. I thought this time I'd finally walk right over, but she clicked the pump and the moment was over. She caught my eye from her driver's seat, slipped it in gear and rolled down the street. Maybe she's married, maybe she's free, maybe she never even noticed me. Maybe tomorrow she'll pull in again, and maybe next time I'll finally step in. She was a girl at pump number 5, turning a regular day into the best day alive. Funny how one smile can survive long after taillights fade from your eyes. Some memories never say goodbye, like the girl at pump number 5, keeping old daydreams alive. Yeah, the girl at pump number 5. Found me in a bargain bin, dusty soul and paper thin. And she left a mark I can't erase, a ghost that haunts this empty space. I try to give you something true, but I forgot what love could do. You're holding on to a hand-me-down, a broken beat, a hollow sound. It's been dropped and it's been burned, the only lesson I ever learned. You're loving what is left of me, the jagged edge of a memory. Yeah, it's beat up, but it's true, this hand-me-down belongs to you. I'm nervous when you get too near. The broken parts are all I fear, held together with baling wire, a cooling ember from the fire. You don't mess I've made. You're the light that won't let me fade. You're holding on to a hand-me-down, a broken beat, a hollow sound. It's been dropped and it's been burned, the only lesson I ever learned. You're loving what is left of me, the jagged edge of a memory. Yeah, it's beat up, but it's true. This hand-me-down belongs to you. Belongs to you. It's yours now. It belongs to you. It's yours now. I stood my ground, you ran away. A family rock just broke that day. The kids still ask where you went wrong. They deserved your light, not this empty song. You chased the thrill, left love behind. I built the roots, you crossed the line. Neighbors watched you slip into the night. I kept the fire burning through the fight. You chased a ghost and ignored the cost. You walked away and all we built was lost. The fault is yours, the choice was clear. You burned the bridge, you disappeared. How am I the bad guy when I did it right? You turned our gold to rust, our day to night. You spun the lies, you stole the crown, but I stand tall when you fall down. You marked the hands that held you up. Now clarity is burning in my blood. You walk from truth, you chose the lie. I forged my strength from what you left behind. You chased a ghost and ignored the cost. You walked away and all we built was lost. The fault is yours, the choice was clear. You burned the bridge, you disappeared. How am I the bad guy when I did it right? You turned our gold to rust, our day to night. You spun the lies, you stole the crown, but I stand tall when you fall down. I won't bow down, I take the wheel, I own my soul. How am I the bad guy when you're the one who stole? How am I the bad guy when you're the one who stole? kicking back in a plastic chair with the scent of summer in the humid air. Water's crystal blue and the sun is high, not a single cloud in the midday sky. Then the latch clicks back on the garden gate like a sudden twist in a hand of fate. I was just another guy staying cool till she walked out toward the edge of the pool. Yeah, the first thing that caught my eye was those freckles dancing in the light. Hey girl with the freckles, who you here with? Why you smiling at me like we already met? My heart's spinning circles, my mind's losing control. She don't even know it, but she's already stole every plan I had today. Caught me hooked in a second flat. Yeah, the girl with the freckles, and I ain't getting over that. She drops a towel by the deep inside, no tan line ring she's trying to hide. Probably lives somewhere close around, in the same zip code, the same little town. I'm acting busy trying not to stare, but the way she winds up that summer hair, every move and every splash she makes feels like a chance I'm bound to take. We ain't said a word, but somehow it already feels like right now. Hey girl with the freckles, who you here with? Why you smiling at me like we already met? My heart's spinning circles, my mind's losing control. She's already stole every plan I had today. Caught me hooked in a second flat. You're the girl with the freckles, and I ain't getting over that. Do I walk over, say hey real slow, or let this perfect moment go? The water's blue and the risk is high, but I can't let a dream walk by. No, I can't let it walk by. She's gonna be my girl. Yeah, those freckles in the sun, just getting started, having fun. Found him out on a dusty road, skinny little pup with a heart of gold. Neighbor swore he'd hunt the quail, but Buddy just chased his own damn tail. He didn't care for the brush or fog, he was a shotgun rider, not a hunting dog. One look from those big brown eyes and I knew for life. But he loved to ride, head out the window, ears flapping wide. Didn't matter if the sun was high or the road was long and the night rolled by. He didn't need much, just a bench seat slide. Yeah, but he loved to ride. First time that shotgun cracked the air, he bolted like the devil was there. Ran all the way home through the pouring rain, left the hunting to the rest of the train. He'd tree a squirrel in the backyard shade, but he wasn't built for the choices I made. He wasn't made for the field of fight, just a nervous soul with a loyal light. But he loved to ride, head out the window, ears flapping wide, windows down, radio low and sweet, chasing the sunset on an old bench seat. He didn't need much, just the bench seat slide. Yeah, but he loved to ride. When the leaves turn gold, he'd take the lead, running beside me at full speed. He wasn't the bravest, that's a fact, but he's the only one who had my back. Now Buddy's gone, but I still see that empty spot right next to me. If heaven's got highways wide and free, he's riding shotgun in the breeze. Yeah, Buddy loved to ride, just a bench seat slide. Ride on, Buddy. Don't cry for me when I am gone. My heart is home, my peace has come. I wish I'd shared more loving time, but every beat was truly mine. I know I stumbled with my kiss, regret the gaps where love was hid, but may they feel through memory the love I carried quietly. So don't cry for me when I let go. I've walked the highs, I've scraped the low, and every prayer I couldn't speak, God heard me whisper in my sleep. Don't cry for me, I'm finally free. Let tears fall soft in memory. I raised two families as my own, held little hands and watched them grow. For every mile, for every day, I'm grateful more than words can say. I live beneath a restless sky, a holly's thunder rolling by. If you recall the story temper sharp, the edge is frayed. Just know that heaven holds the part I tried to guard inside my heart. So don't cry for me when shadows fall. I'm with the one who loves us all. And when you hear this melody, I hope you feel the best of me. Don't cry for me, my soul's at rest. I live my life, I gave my best. Don't cry for me when I'm gone. I live the life behind this song. Don't cry for me, I'm finally free. I'm in heaven watching peacefully. On my way through town, I stopped for lunch. Don't know why, just followed a hunch. The food smelled good, the service was great. A small town bar, maybe it was fate. She poured that drink, I caught her smile, the kind that stays for more than a while. Ink on her arm and a look so bold, the kind of story that never gets old. Now the bullpen's a rustic place, country and western all over the face. A rodeo plays on the TV screen, while the jukebox hums an old Jackson dream. The bar runs long, the shelves are stacked, every bottle lined up, front to back. My kind of place where the beer's ice cold and the women are wild with hearts of gold. Old pictures hang from 1883, neon lights flicker soft on me. Up on the wall, the elk stare free. At the bullpen, where the stories flow, the beer runs cold and the lights hang low. One smile from her and I was gone. That ballroom angel had me holding on. Yeah, it's whiskey rain and a neon glow, easy to come but hard to go. In a glass of gold, she pours it all at the bullpen. I'm ready to fall. Now I can't tell if it's her, this place. It's got me lost in a long, slow chase. Every laugh and clink of glass feels like a moment I don't wanna pass. The neon hums like a siren song, telling me this is where I belong. Yeah, this bar's got a hold on me, between her smile and that whiskey sea. Yeah, it's whiskey rain and a neon glow, easy to come but hard to go. In a glass of gold, she pours it all at the bullpen. I'm ready to fall. pour my heart in that glass of gold. That ballroom angels guide my soul. Yeah, the bullpen's where good stories roll, where a smile and a song can touch your soul. Yeah, it's whiskey rain and a neon glow at the bullpen. Don't you know, that glass of gold at the bullpen. Church bells faded, the vows were said, love was shining on two newlyweds. And somebody handed me a glass of red. That's where this whole story began. Cowboys don't drink wine, give me straight bourbon anytime. No crystal glass, no fancy toast, just a bottle with the friends I love the most. You can keep your grapes on a hillside vine, I'll tip my hat, but cowboys don't drink wine. Some lady asked, what nose do you taste? I said mostly regret on my face. They laughed so hard I laughed along. Guess I just sang a different song. Ain't saying anybody's wrong, it's just a place I don't belong. Yeah, I'm an old fence rider in a crowded room, trying to fit in for the bride and the groom. But you can't wash the dust off a working man's soul, and this fancy lifestyle ain't making me whole. Let them sip their fancy vintage till the bottles run dry. This cowboy staying true to the whiskey and rye. When they stood to toast forever, every glass was lifted high. I took one more polite little sip, Lord knows I honestly tried. Winked at a waiter passing by, said help this old cowboy survive. If there's whiskey hiding in the back, put this old rancher back on track. They're talking about the body and the years of the plan. I'm just thinking about the rain and when the winter's gonna end. My horses need feeding at the break of dawn. While they're chasing vintage, I'm missing home. 'Cause cowboys don't drink wine. We're raised on coffee before sunshine. A little whiskey when the work is through, an honest work that sees us through. So here's to the bride and here's to the groom, underneath the glow of a midnight moon. I'll gladly raise a glass tonight, just fill this cowboy up with rye. Tipped my hat to the crowd, made my getaway before the band started up and the night slipped away. They can keep the crystal glasses and the fancy talk. Give me the wide open country and a midnight walk. Yeah, let them keep their vintage wine. This old cowboy's doing just fine. buddy rolled into town. Dust on the tires, windows down. Crowd gathered around to watch 'em ride. Right as two cowgirls walked on by. Faded blue jeans and a wild heart, right from the very start. Cowgirls, boots, and denim blue. Lord, what they can do. Little bit of heaven, wild and free. Ain't nothing looks better to me. Give me that girl in the worn-out jeans, living out a life that you only dream. Sweet on the eyes, tough on the soul. A little bit of country rock and roll. Yeah, line 'em up, let 'em ride. Give me that girl right by my side. By the fence stood a brown-eyed girl, sun in her hair, wind in her curls. Hands that could rope, gentle and strong, talking to her horse like an old-time song. Caught my eye and smiled my way, a quiet strength you don't forget. Give me that girl in the worn-out jeans, living out a life that you only dream. Sweet on the eyes, tough on the soul. A little bit of country rock and roll. Yeah, line 'em up, let 'em ride. Give me that girl right by my side. They don't need wings or a halo of gold, just the way they carry their soul. A tender heart, a will of steel, something about 'em that just feels real. Give me that girl in the worn-out jeans, living out a life that you only dream. Sweet on the eyes, tough on the soul. A little bit of country rock and roll. Yeah, line 'em up, let 'em ride. Give me that girl right by my side. Cowgirls, boots, and denim blue. Line 'em up, let 'em ride. Give me that girl right by my side. I was 7, she was 6. 2 rusty bikes and willow sticks, ribbons tied in her golden hair. And every day I'd meet her there. We'd chase fireflies through July, beneath the porch light in the sky. Too young to know what love could be, but she was everything to me. She grew up beside me, then life took us different ways. Every laugh and every smile still echo through my days. Some loves are written in the stars above, some are carried through the years. I've loved her all my life, though she disappeared. I pictured that little church someday, her daddy walking her my way. I could almost hear those babies laugh, growing old on an old dirt path. She grew up beside me, then life took us different ways. Every laugh and every smile still echo through my days. Some loves are written in the stars above, some are carried through the years. I've loved her all my life, though she disappeared. heart even if it wasn't me. Some hearts never stop remembering. That's just how love can be. She lived her whole life somewhere else while I walk this road alone. We built our lives on different dreams, different hearts, different homes. But every now and then I close my eyes and that little girl comes through. The first one that I ever loved never really left my view. Maybe somewhere down the road we passed without a clue. Two old souls with silver hair still carrying yesterday too. She'll always be the little girl with the ribbons in her hair, and a memory I will always share. Fired her up, I'm ready to ride. Arizona sky so wide, painted lines I left behind, chasing that state line sign. Miles kept rolling, sun got high. I stayed back, didn't ask why. Two wheels rolling, steady ride, heart wide open to the sky. Didn't know what I would find. Past that silver state line sign, but the road knows what to do. It leads me straight to you. Red street glide up ahead, brunette hair dancing in the wind. I kept my distance, took it slow, didn't want to let the moment in. She pulled off the gas, boots hit the ground. I killed the engine, finally made a sound. Two wheels rolling side by side, heart wide open on this ride. Didn't know what I would find. Past that silver state line sign, but the road knows what to do. It led me straight to you. That's my town. Funny how the wild road spins where a brand new life begins. Two wheels rolling side by side, hearts on fire on this ride. Didn't chase, it didn't plan, just let the highway take my hand. No more running, no more blue. The open road led me to you. Straight to you. I hit send and watch you go, waiting on that blue screen glow. How was your day? Did you eat? Dress warmly, stay off your feet. I'm proud of you, you're doing great. Make sure you've got enough on your plate. I'm always on your side, it's true. Just my text to her, saying I love you. Floating through the midnight air, little pieces of my heart landing softly over there. If your world gets cold tonight, read my words and hold them tight. Every sentence means I care. It's just my text to her. Signal bars and satellites carrying my love tonight. Funny how the 6-inch screen can hold a person's everything. I stare at that scent until it's red, like a prayer I'm whispering in my head. While you're dreaming, headphones on, I'll be right here until the dawn. Did it light up in your hand? Did you smile the way I planned? I know these words aren't much, but sometimes love is small enough to fit inside a phone screen glow and still find a way to love your soul. It's just my text to her, crossing every mile and hurt. Tiny letters carrying all the things too deep for words. If the night gets hard to bear, close your eyes and know I'm there, right beside you in the dark, inside every little spark. Tomorrow I'll be driving home with a heavy purse or broke alone, but I'll saddle up, win or lose. It's the only life I'd ever choose. Yeah, the highway's long and the pay is thin, but I'm living for the little men. I pull my hat and I give the nod, asking for a little help from God. 8 seconds hauling on tired, hearts on fire in the middle of the night, chasing down that jackpot dream, buried in the dust in the gasoline. 8 seconds is all I crave. 8 seconds between the cradle and the grave. Let it bud, let it roll, you the beast, your heart and soul. Let the thunder shake the ground till that buzzer is the only sound. The crowd is roaring, the dust is thick, I'm praying that my spurs will stick. The gate swings wide and the bull kicks high, all I see is a midnight sky. Twisting leather and a spinning weight, I'm gambling it all on a heavy gate. I pull my hat and I give a nod, asking for a little help from God. 8 seconds holding on tight, hearts on fire in the middle of the night, chasing down that jackpot dream, buried in the dust in the gasoline. 8 seconds is or sounds and I hit the dirt, there ain't no feeling that can never hurt, because I made the ride. Yeah, I made the ride. Let it roll. 8 seconds, just give me 8 seconds. Let it roll. 8 seconds. Just give me 8 seconds. Remember when I was a skinny kid in a back road town where I always hid schoolyard dust and a busted lip, just a nervous hand with a shaky grip. Every day felt like a fight, walking home in the fading light. Remember when high school came along, the days were hard and the nights were long. I still heard laughter in the hall every time they'd push me against the wall. But something deep inside my mind said I'd leave those shadows all behind. Remember when I found that gem on rusted iron and a light so dim? Every evening I'd show up there with a heavy heart and a quiet prayer. By sophomore year I'd grown 3 inches, shoulders wide as the yard line trenches. Remember when they stopped the jokes? Most of them turned into friendly folks. When you're built like a loaded truck, people don't go pushing on their luck. But a little fire still burned inside from every time I'd had to hide. Remember when that bully tried to corner a girl with nowhere to hide? I saw the fear in her shaking hands, and I finally made a grown man stand. All those years came rushing back, and I put that train right on the track. Remember when the dust cleared out and that boy knew what I was about? The word got round the town real fast that his pushing days were in the past. He never bothered another soul underneath that sky so gold. Remembering back as an older man, it wasn't the strength in my own hand. It's the day I stood for someone else and finally found my true self.
Steel horses roar beneath the sun. The road is long, but we ride as one. Leather and chrome, the wind in our face. A bond of years can never erase. The paint might chip, the sun might gray, but the gold in this bond won't wash away. When the sky turns black and the night grows cold, the road stays open for the bold. Colors don't fade, they bleed in the night. Through the fire and the fight, we hold 'em tight. It's etched in the skin, it's in the bone, the greatest story that we've ever known. Ride or die, with the wind as our guide. Colors don't fade, they live in our pride. Outlaw souls on the highway of dust. No kings, no crowns, just iron and trust. The world may call us lost or wild, but freedom's our name and the road's our child. I'll carry your load when my gray gets steep, 'cause colors don't fade and brothers don't sleep. Yeah, the denim gets thin and the leather gets stained, but look at us, brother, the soul in Maine. They say we're getting old and turning gray, but these colors don't fade, they never wash away. Colors don't fade, they bleed in the night. Through the fire and the fight, we hold 'em tight. It's etched in the skin, it's in the bone, the greatest story that we've ever known. Ride or die, with the wind as our guide. Colors don't fade, they live in our pride. Names are miles we can't erase. Time moves on, but the colors stay. No, the colors don't fade.